Hey, have you seen the trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines? The new Final Destination movie? I know, right? They're still making Final Destination movies, and I think it's awesome. All right. Well, I dropped the link for the trailer in the comment section below, so check that out. But anyways, I don't have a good history with horror movies with Bloodline in the title. Think about it. All right. There is Tremors 5 Bloodlines. The Wrong Turn Bloodlines. Um, what's the Pet Cemetery Bloodline and Hellraiser Bloodlines, and they're not close to being my favorites in those franchises. I respect the heck out of those franchises, and I love a lot of the movies in those franchises. But anytime you put a title to it and saying Bloodline, to me that's the equivalent to an athlete saying, "I'm in the best shape of my career," and that athlete is past his or her prime. No, you're not. You're not in the best shape of your career. You're talking about Bloodlines. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You could have titled it something else, man. But it's crazy. I thought about movie Pumpkinhead, and I thought the sequel was called Pumpkinhead Bloodlines, but it's called Blood Wings. So I'm gonna spare Pumpkinhead too from this. I'm not gonna talk down on y'all on that. But the trailer, you know, I think let me see. Me and my wife, we had our first son when back in 2013. And I don't think there's been any Final Destination movies that came out prior to 2013. I mean, after 2013, I can't think of. But watching Final Destination and stuff in that movie and watching this trailer, it hits me differently now that we have kids. We have four kids because there's a scene on there, all right, where the dad, he steps on some glass. Yeah, I step on a lot of glass since having kids. You ever try stepping on Legos and stuff? And it feels like when kids leave their toys around all over the place and stuff, a lot of times that will remind me of like a situation, a Final Destination or Home Alone. It's like, man, they trying to set us up to hurt us, but they just being kids, like leaving their stuff all over the floor, and then they'll clean it up later. But this trailer here, man, like it's good, great to see Tony Todd, God rest his soul. I think this was one of his last few movies that he did before he died. So it was great seeing him on there. But I thought this movie here was going to bring back some of the other cast members that survived the previous Final Destination movies and tie it all together. But this movie here, they going way back to the old school of things. I don't know if this lady here is one of the originator people who had premonitions or something or whatever, or maybe she's related to the main character in the first one or something. But man, they going way back on this one, so it's going to be interesting. But